Thank you all for being here for what is another very important announcement here in Hunters Point, Long Island City. We have this collection of individuals that you see behind me, all gathered together now several times in this community, all for one very important reason, and that is to make the streets in this community safer. The single most important thing that we can do is make sure that the children of this community are safe and secure walking to and from school and their homes, to the parks, and that's what all of us are committed to doing equally. It is job number one, priority number one for all of us. And this street that you see behind us, 5th Street, has been a problem for some time. It has been a situation that we've been watching for a long time. All of the people behind me have been fighting, advocating, organizing for quite some time for a safer 5th Street. And we are here today to celebrate some significant accomplishments, some significant victories in making this street safer for all. I want to recognize a number of the folks who are here, all of whom have had an important role to play, joining me as the council member to get this done. First, I want to acknowledge our state senator, Mike Gianaris, who is a great partner with me in this effort. Joe Connolly, who's going to speak in a second, has been incredibly active. Community Board 2, really since the time I was on it, and probably before I was on it, have taken on this issue of making 5th Street safer. So I want to recognize and thank Joe Connolly for his work on this issue. And then I want to recognize all the folks who are here, who are important to me and important to this community. We have two principals of two great schools. We're so blessed to have great schools in this community. PS/IS 78 is an amazing place. We're so grateful to have two buildings and go all the way up to 8th grade, right? So Daria could be there till 8th grade, maybe. Just saying. And we want to thank and recognize Principal Pavone, who's been with us every step of the way. Thank you, Principal Pavone. And we're grateful to have a great new middle school, Hunters Point Community Middle School. It's in its second year, and we have a great principal there, Principal Sarah Goodman. Thank you for joining us and being part of this effort. And I was just telling Principal Goodman that the best man at my wedding, his daughter, is now a student in your school. So she only does good things. She only does good things. I want to recognize David Aguilera, who is a staff member with Assemblywoman Kathy Nolan, and also a district leader. Thank you, David, for being with us here today. A number of Community Board 2 members who have been with us every step of the way. Sheila Lewandowski, Dana Frankel, also from the partnership, and Debbie Markell, our district manager from Community Board 2. I don't know if she's with us, but Carol Lamberg has been an amazing champion here. Wendy Chan and Mary Torres. I think I said Sheila Lewandowski, but it's worth saying again. Poetry, Tabby Savard, Ernie Brooks, Leslie Costa, and Judy A. And Dana Frankel, I said to already. And of course, we're going to hear from him in a second, but Dr. Angelo Ippolito is a parent, a business owner. He's with his terrific young daughter. He'll speak from the perspective of a parent in a few seconds. And Ron Tompkins also. Yes, oh that's right. Thank you so much for being here as well, and your partnership with our great middle school. So I think I got everybody, right? But thank you all for being here. So I want to point out that Wendy Chan fought with us for 2 years to get a stop sign, a four-way stop sign on this street. And when we lifted the people's stop sign there at a press conference a couple of years ago, we said we weren't done. Now Community Board 2 and the community, while advocating for stop signs and speed bumps and markings that would make this street safer, also pushed to make this a one-way street. What was a two-way street into a one-way street. And we're here today because all of those things have now been accomplished, right? We have stop signs, we have speed bumps, and this street behind us is now a one-way street. All significant victories. You should all give yourselves a big round of applause. And the reason and the need for this is so apparent. If you just look behind us, you can see one of the fastest growing communities in all of New York City. And it's fast growing because it's an amazing place with amazing people. And more people want to come here, are coming here, and when they do, they see how good this is and they say, I want to stay. I want to have a family here and raise my children here. So we have this explosion of population, and we're blessed to have so many new children, babies. There's stroller havoc going on in some of these sidewalks, which is a happy occasion. But we want to make sure, we need to make sure, it's our obligation to make sure that these streets are safe for all of those children. And that's why we will keep coming to 5th Street, keep coming to Center Boulevard, keep going to any street that we think is not safe enough. And we want to do everything we can to make sure they are safe before tragedies occur. It is too late, as we have said so many times, to have a press conference like this after a child, God forbid, has been killed, right? We have had those experiences in other places. We do not want to ever have that happen here. These kinds of press conferences are about preventing tragedies before they even occur. And we've had some close calls on 5th, and we'll hear some folks before. How are you? So we have a number of speakers today, and I just want to thank once again everybody for being here. And I also want to say, the final thing I'll say is, we're not done, right? This is an ongoing struggle, an ongoing partnership with everybody you see here and the Department of Transportation to make sure that we are doing everything we can to make these streets safe. So while we celebrate a victory here today, it is far from mission accomplished. The work of accomplishing Vision Zero, realizing Vision Zero, making sure that all of our streets are safe in this community and every community is ongoing.